Morning guys, our last day here in Hartley. We are going to check out the church that is actually open today, and then we're going to go into a town nearby. Sun shines, beautiful, although I was hoping that it would snow and we would get stuck here. Are you so excited to see that church?
Yes.
Why?
It is Old Norse design.
They're asking for €1. Do you like it?
Yep. You sure about your camera?
So we're currently standing in the Norse church that is right across from our hotel, and it's interesting. I've never seen anything like it. It's built a bit like a ship, and actually, originally, what it was the Vikings, wasn't it? Mm-hmm. What Vikings did was drag their ships out of the water and turn them upside down, and that's how they built their churches. So it's not surprising that this is actually built in a similar way. And you get it is a Christian church, but you get all the old symbols, the Norse crosses and knots and stuff decorated on the ceiling and on the pulpit and stuff.
4 years afterwards. As they did not know better, they turned the keel of the ship upside down and used it as a roof. That's exactly what I just told you.
What else does it say?
Local pine wood.
What, it's made out of pine wood?
Local pine wood.
Local pine wood. What?
Because you remember how Christianity used to take parts from other religions to try and persuade them into converting to Christianity. So this is full of heathenistic symbols.
Show me.
See the faces? And on the outside there's dragons. The interior of the church is dominated by ship symbols.
Even though there's no sea anywhere
Because as you can
close by.
see, that's actually the chandelier as the wheel of a ship, isn't it? You know, for steering it. There's a mixture of heathen and Christian.
Yeah.
In fact, that's a Viking shield. This has the fireplace in it.
Is it?
It's wood.
This tower was built afterwards. And it's connected to a church and is actually the only way to get to the first floor of the church. The lady at the entrance was explaining to us that because it's wood and it has far better acoustics than most churches, you don't have that reverberation, and it's also a lot warmer. Well, of course it's smaller, but the wood just keeps the temperature better than stone. So now that we looked at the church, we are heading off to Wernigerode. Francesca's laughing at me because she thinks it's hilarious that I'm vlogging this.
an, ne? Ja, ja, auf jeden Fall.
So I'm having Kartoffelpuffer, which is, well, these are made out of potatoes and this is,
Nee, ich esse nur das Fleisch, also wenn du willst.
chicken escalope with mozzarella and tomatoes.
Ist das richtig?
Das ist richtig. Do you like them?
Yep.
Have you ever seen something like these houses before?
Yes.
Of course.
Of course. I have been to Switzerland, you know.
I'm now filming on Gary's phone and filling his memory, which I'll be pleased with. This part of the film is probably going to be a lot more wobbly than it was before because I have to film it on the camera, but can't do anything about it. What do you think?
Well, we've not got any yet,
So this is the view from the castle, and over there you can see a mountain. It has some structures on it, and that's a rock, and that's a mountain where the witches from the world gather to give themselves to the devil. So yeah, and the view is just incredible. What do you think of the castle?
It's good.
One of your favourites?
Oh, I don't know. I need to see inside it first. Can't judge just yet.
So we lost my grandparents. It's a bit problematic. We're considering going in, but we don't know how long it would take. My mum's a bit worried about my gran freezing because it's so cold if she has nowhere to go in down in town. So we've decided to go in after all. I think tickets for all 5 of us were 30 euros. Durch den Diensteingang, we have to go through the servants' entrance. Oh wow,
Nice, look at that.
this is gorgeous, isn't it?
Very metallic gargoyles.
You like it now?
Yeah.
One of your favourites now?
No.
He said he has to go inside to decide whether it's one of his favourites. What, you like the gargoyles?
Yeah.
What?
The green man.
This is gorgeous. It's like in a fairy tale, isn't it? It's a bit of a Disney castle. One of your favourite castles?
It's very nice.
Yeah? One of your favourites, sir?
Yep.
From the interior and the exterior, this is actually one of my favourite castles I've ever been to. It's quite small, it's quite compact. It's just like from a fairy tale, and that's partly due to the fact that it's built in a historicism way, so they imitated architectural features from all sorts of time periods. and it just gives it that enchanted look. It's so pretty, isn't it? It's funny because it's all these old buildings, but what's in it is all modern.
Yeah, that's what York's like.
Is it? Need to go to York. So we're now in Goslar. When Germany was divided in two, this was in the west, and Wernigerode, where we were just before, was in the east. And the main difference architecturally is that all the buildings here are kind of covered in slate, and sometimes the slate goes all the way down the walls. Look at the little flower one. No, my favourite one is the one with the birds here. That one's pretty. The robin and the chaffinch. The pub behind me is where the staff of the emperor sometimes stayed when they were visiting this area. I can't help but be reminded of Prague walking through this little town, especially with the waterways and everything. Ooh. Nice.
Thanks for watching. Give this video a like if you enjoyed it, and subscribe if you're new.